Hey everyone, thank you so much for being a part of our Tuesday call with It Works Ambassadors in Training. We are a team that's on a mission to move forward and to grow as much as possible and to be as successful as what we can. Tonight's call is with Alison, Larson, and Kathy Lewis, and the title of the call is Ignite the Fire, Tips on How to Get Motivated. And what we're going to do tonight is we're going to go ahead and get started with Alison. Are you there?
I'm here.
All right. Well, go ahead and tell everybody about yourself. Don't forget to explain your why, and then you can get started.
Okay. Hi, guys. My name is Alison. I'm a mother of two little princesses. The weird thing how I got started in this business is my aunt is an It Works distributor. And never, ever, ever in my life have I ever heard of it. She didn't even have to say much to me. I did my own homework thoroughly. And I said, okay, how do I sign up? I immediately boosted to the most expensive one I could so I could get everything I needed. Cannot stress to you enough how important that is. It sets you up, like, big time. Also, my why is growing up, I didn't have a lot of things. I had a single mother, never knew my father, and, you know, I just wanted to take my family out of what I feel like was branded on me and start out fresh, give them a head start in life, change the dynamics of my family, and give my little girls the life they deserve. They, you know, spoil them rotten. I want them to have so much more than I did. It's mainly about my family. And that is why I do everything I do. And that's why I'm determined to succeed in this business and do everything I have to, and then some, to make sure I'm at Black Diamond. I'm going all the way up there. So with that being said, I'm just going to move in to the tips on how to stay motivated. And I hope you all can take these tips and work them into your business because they work beautifully for me. First and foremost, I want to say dream board. Dream board is very important. Get that puppy up. Get everything you wish, you dream you could have that you want. It doesn't matter if it's a tiny minuscule thing or if it's that trip to Bermuda, wherever you want to go, or anything. Paste it up there and have that where you can see it every single day. That will keep you motivated. That will keep you going. That is very important to have that dream board. I just cannot stress that enough to you. Second, you need to set realistic goals for yourself. Goals that you know you can achieve in a timely manner. Don't set a goal that is just so far out of reach. You're setting yourself up to fail. Realistic goals are a big thing too. Always write down your goals for that week. May it be, I want to sign 3 loyal customers this week, or I want to sign 4 new distributors this week. Write them down and check off each one after you've accomplished it, and kind of give yourself a little pat on the back that I did it. You know, that keeps you motivated big time. I know I do that, and every time I reach a goal, I'm like, wow, check mark, great for me, and I move on to the next one as quick as I can. And the third one would be, no, I just talked about rewarding yourself. Okay. Acknowledge your attributes. Recognize your progress. Visualize accomplishing every goal. I just touched on that, but I wanted to keep touching on that because I've seen a lot. A couple of the distributors I have underneath me, one fell off because she just didn't want to work for it. She wasn't setting goals. She just wasn't getting out there and doing it. So that was unfortunate. Also, be kind to yourself. Don't compare yourself to others. Please don't do that. Don't.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time, Alison.
Do not compare yourself to others. Don't ever do it. You are going to set yourself up for failure. Don't do it. I know everybody is guilty of doing it one way or another, sometime or another. Seeing somebody post something and going, I could be doing what that person is doing, or just the wheels get turning in your head. Am I good enough? She's doing better than me. Look at that. Who cares? This is your business. This is what you're doing. This is your why. Run with it and go all the way to the top. You can't compare yourself to others because each person works their business in a different way. They do it differently. They're their own person. I really can't stress that enough. I see a lot of that lately, and it kind of upsets me to see that because, it's just not, you're not going to succeed feeling that way. You need to feel good about what you're doing. This is your business, yours and yours alone, and make it a great one. Make it the best ever. And I just wanted to hit that one right on the head because that one has been sitting in my head for a while, and I've been waiting to get that out. Also, moving on, blitzing, it's a motivator. It's a big motivator. You need to get out there in the flesh, in the person. And you just need to walk up to people and just walk up to them and don't feel like you have to sell it to them. No, you're sharing this amazing product with them. And just, strike up a conversation, get to know them, make it personal. And, if they're not that interested or anything, make it a point to walk away from that conversation with a contact. May it be an email, may it be a Facebook, may it be a cell phone number. Have it. It's very important. I always make that a priority. And my husband calls me a blitzing maniac because wherever we're going, I'm always just keeping kind of like an eye out on everything and seeing who's around me. I am always blitzing, and at first, you might not get the phone calls in. Don't let that get you down because they will start coming in. They will start pouring in. And before you know it, you're like, oh, man, and you're overwhelmed because you have so much going on, and that's a good thing. I've seen a lot of people, they're like, and I've got a couple of inboxes from people asking me how I blitz. And I respond with, you need to blitz your way. But what I say when I go up to people is, hi, my name is Alison. I'm introducing a new product to the area, and I would love to give you my coupon. Love to. And I am so excited and peppy, and they're kind of looking at me like I'm crazy, and that's okay. I'm a crazy crap lady. That's fine with me. And I always walk away with that person calling me the next day because, like, you were so excited about this. What is this all about? Blitzing is a big motivator. It's a satisfaction thing when you have successfully given somebody information on this and they can benefit. It's just a wonderful motivator for me. It keeps me going. I love it. Also, speaking on that is passion and work. You have to put work into this. You have to have a passion burning. Ignite the fire. You have to have that fire burning inside you. Don't let it go out. I kind of like to visualize it as a green fire, bleed green, go all the way for it. You have to have passion for this to work for you. If you're kind of like, I don't know, this is my coupon, or kind of blasé, people are not going to look at you the way you want them to. I can't even explain it. It's just you have to have that passion. It's very important. Companies that make it big and they have passion behind it. Businesses that make it big, they have passion behind it. It's their whole life. It's what they do. It's not, money was probably the reason why a lot of businesses have started, of course, but they have passion in it. If you just, everybody started in It Works, maybe for an extra couple $100 or so on, and it slowly turns into something else. But if you're just no passion, no work, you think it's just going to come to you, I'm sorry to say, it's not going to. It's not. You have to put, sorry, you have to put all the time you can into it. And I know daily life, kids, I have to go here, I have to go here, I have this, I have that. It can get kind of grueling. It happens to me every day. I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, dance, cheerleading, everything. And I always make sure that, I keep my motivation. I'm trying to say, even though your days could be long and you might have another job, always just think about why you're doing this. That's the biggest motivator I can even say, is your why. That very deep emotional why. If your why doesn't make you cry, then it's not your why. It's not. You always need to just sit there. Write it down if you have to. I don't know. Say it to yourself every day what your why is, so you don't give up. Because if you give up, you're always going to be wondering, what if? What could have been? Where could I have gone with this? Don't give up. Some people get, I know some of you ladies or men might be very frustrated right now. And that's normal. But don't give up. Think of all of your whys, why you're doing this. That is the biggest thing I can say. I can tell you everything I know, everything that gets me motivated, but you all need to think about your own personal whys, whatever they may be, and keep thinking about them and keep thinking about them. And when you feel like you're on the cusp of giving up and you don't want to do it anymore, stop right there and go back in your head. This is my why. This is my dream board. This is where I want to be in a year, 2 years, 3 years. This is the things I want to do for my family or for myself. This is why I'm doing it, for my kids, for a better life, for financial freedom. It works. We'll give you that. It's just, when I talk about whys, it gets me kind of emotional because my why is very emotional for me, and it fuels me every day. I've been on the cusp a few times. I don't want to do this anymore. I can't. I'm not getting any phone calls, or I'm not booking enough parties. And I sit down and I think about, well, what did I do wrong for that week? Did I not get out enough and work my business? Did I not blitz that person when I knew I should have and I walked away? Just so many things. I make sure I write down a list right along with my goals for that week of what I could have done better or what I missed out on. And I kind of twerk that for the next week. I move it around and I make sure that doesn't happen again. And I'm telling you, the minute I started writing, okay, this is what I want to get accomplished. Okay, these are the things I didn't get accomplished. This is why I didn't get them accomplished. It changed the game for me entirely. I just recently signed a new DT that I have been working on since I first signed on. Literally, even before I got product in the mail, I was already on it. And like they said earlier, she didn't have the money. She didn't at all. She, had nothing, but she wanted to be a part of this so badly. And, I gave her all the information. I talked to her. I kept, in contact with her to see how she was doing. And I got a random phone call this morning saying I just signed up. She boosted. And she's set up. She is set up. And I'm just, I don't want to rear off track here because that's typically me. I have a bunch of good topics in my head, but sometimes I don't touch basis on those. I just, another big thing is you always need to ask yourself, I know it sounds weird, but you need to talk with yourself. I don't care where. Just sit there and think. Sorry. Just ask yourself, basically, just the same things I said. Where do you want to be? What do I want to take from this? Where do I want to go? How far do I want to go? What should I do for this week? What should I do for next week? Plan it if you have to. You need to be methodical. Very important, methodical and on purpose. Successful people are methodical and on purpose every day. Every day. They always know what they're going to do. I don't know. I'm just kind of, this topic really hits home with me. I've seen a lot of people fall off lately that in my group, that my team I'm in, a lot of people have disappeared completely, and they say it's because they don't feel like they have motivation, or their leaders aren't giving them motivation. And you can't, your leaders are there to help you, but they can't motivate you. They can't motivate you to get out there and blitz. They can't motivate you to work your business the way you really should. You need to do that. You're in control of your business. You're in control of your destiny. You're in control of it. And you need to make sure you're running with it, because this is the best company you can be involved with. I talk about it to everybody. It Works is an amazing company. I am surprised I never heard about it before. I've been in other home-based businesses where it was just no good for me. And I just feel so at home here. Just the people that are involved, you ladies, the leaders, the groups, those are motivations enough. Just read the posts people are putting up and pull motivation out of that. I'm just kind of, excuse me, my daughter. I'm just kind of like, I noticed when it gets to this time of year, summer's usually slow, but then right around now is when it starts picking up. I noticed we've lost a few. Okay, we've lost a few more. Some people said I couldn't afford my auto shipments anymore, or I wasn't making enough to afford this or that. If that may be you, who knows? You need to think about, okay, it is exactly how you're working your business. If you're not out there, those calls aren't coming in, those parties aren't being booked, and those are just wraps or product not being used. Another thing is book parties, book them as much as you can. I would say I do parties at 8, no more, because it gets overwhelming. And that can be very scary because there's chatter and everyone's excited. And book a party. Once you have that one party under your belt, that motivates you. Okay, I've done a party. I want to do more. I want to do more and more and more. Just getting out there and doing the daily working of your business is going to motivate you. Your dream board, your why, just everything that's around you, pull motivation out of it. I came from a very, very hard and bad upbringing. And this is, something that's basically changed. I've had social anxiety, so getting into this business kind of made me get out of my comfort zone and change that. And without this company, I would still be a hermit in my house, not doing anything that has to do with people. And doing this call is a big step for me, because I wouldn't have done anything like this 3-4 months ago. You wouldn't have caught me dead doing it. But even doing this call is a motivation, and I hope I'm motivating you guys. I hope you can pull something good out of this. Just work your business, dream big, and go for it. Don't just settle with the bare minimum. Go all the way to the top, and don't stop until you get there or you pass it. I want to see everybody so just do it. There's nothing stopping you. It gets me so emotional when I see people and I can't do it anymore because of this, because of that. Don't make excuses. Just do it. Making excuses is taking up time to be out there working your business. I can't say I haven't been there. I have been there. I was just there about a couple of months ago, unmotivated. Nothing was working out the way I thought it was going to work out for that month, and I was just down on my luck. Pity, poor me, doing a pity party. Until my husband, who works the business with me, he's a rap man. He goes out there and he does it. Looked at me and said, "What's your why, Alison? Why are you doing this?" And I repeated my why, and he said, "So get off your butt, go out there, blitz, rap, repeat, and do it again and again and again. This is not the end. This is the beginning. There might be bumps along the way, but those bumps teach you, and you need to hurl past them and keep going. Don't let that one bump get you straight down your face and you're like, forget about it." My husband is the one that brought me out of my rut, and it's a good thing because now there's not a day that doesn't go by. I don't look in the mirror and say, today's going to be awesome. I can't promise for tomorrow or the day after, but today is going to be awesome. I'm going to work my business. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to share this wonderful product with as many people as I can. And I'm not going to rest until everyone knows about it. And I do, for real, say that to myself every single morning. I have my cup of green right in front of me, and I say it. And sometimes my daughters are looking at me like, yeah, she's lost it. And no, it helps me. And that can help a lot of people, just to look at yourself in the mirror and kind of have a one-on-one time with yourself, so be it, and say what you want to do for that day. I'm very religious, so I always go to God for help when I don't feel like I have my own motivation in me that day. I've been very ill for the past 5 days, and I still got my butt up, prayed to God to look after me and to bless my business and everybody involved in this business and help me get it going. And still being very ill, I signed about 9 loyal customers and about 5 BTs just last week, and they're still coming in. Getting a new loyal customer motivates you to keep getting those loyal customers. And one thing I want to talk about is when you do sign loyal customers or distributors, stay in touch with them. Make sure you are getting to know their goals, where they want to be in, say, the next 90 days. Make it a friendship. I have the person who signed me up, which is my aunt. I jumped in. I knew all I needed to know, but I didn't really have a leader in her. So I kind of had to work on my own, and I kind of learned from that that's not the way I want to run my business. You want your loyal customers to feel comfortable, to feel like she's my friend or he's my friend, and I can talk to him about anything. I can call him, not to just talk about it works, but to talk about anything. And same thing with your DTs. You want them to feel relaxed, comfortable, like they can come to you with a question that they might not know the answer to, and know that you'll get right back to them, not have to wait 3 days or so on and so forth. That's a big thing which is going on in my area with my team, is there's not enough personalization of it. Don't just sign on a loyal customer and say, okay, cool, and forget about it. And same thing with DTs, because they need your guidance in the beginning because it can be very scary to own your own business in the beginning, and this is exactly what this is. It's your own business. They need you to kind of, a little bit, not the whole time, give them a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of motivation, just to get them going. I always make that a big thing. When I sign up a new distributor, I sit down and I ask her or him, what motivates you? If they really can't tell me anything, I say, okay, we're going to come back to this in a few days. Think about it over the next 48 hours or so. What motivates you, why you're doing this, and where you want to be. Usually they get back to me in the next 24 hours or less, but, you know, you have to make it personal. Every hurdle you jump is a motivator. There are going to be hurdles. There are going to be slow times. There are going to be those times where you just don't know what to do. But I can promise you, 100% guarantee you, you're destined to do great things. You will do great things. And if you stay at it and work your business, you will be ambassador, Black Diamond. You will be up there. I can promise you that. I can't tell you how to work your business. I can't force you to be motivated. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of a flame to get it going a little bit. It's the saddest thing when I get those messages of, I'm not motivated, help me, I don't know where to go from here. I was supposed to meet with so-and-so to sign up, and she wasn't there, she stood me up. I don't know if I can do this anymore. Or I put somebody the other day and they yelled at me. I can't do that. That is just horrible. And all I say is, stay motivated. Think about your why. Look at your dream board. Look at your family. Look where you want to be and get past it. There's been times when I blitzed, no joke. People have literally looked at me and said, are you crazy? No, ma'am, I'm not. That doesn't work. I don't believe it. Here's your coupon. You have a nice one. And that's cleaning up the language a little bit. And I just kind of, not even stand there for a minute, kind of do an inside thought and go, okay, that sucked. Move on to the next person. Don't let anything or anyone get in the way of your dreams. Because with this company, you can be a big dreamer, so
that's really powerful. And I just want to interrupt you real quick because I have been sitting here just kind of capturing some of your words. And yeah. I want to point out just a few that you have said that okay. I really hope people picked up on.
Okay.
How far do you want to go?
Yep.
Have you ever seriously thought about that in your business? How far do you want to go?
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever give up. The word quit and give up should not even be in your vocabulary when it comes to work. It should not. Passion. And this right is my favorite. In the flesh, in person.
Mm-hmm.
Get away from the computer, get away from the virtual, go out in the flesh, in person.
Yep.
And I just want you to know, your social anxiety is now put to rest with this call because I'm just going to let you know you have 365 people that are on this phone call right now, and you just delivered.
Did I? Awesome. I just wanted to inspire. I just want to inspire everybody because it literally brings me to tears when I see people that just they don't know what else to do. They're literally pulling for motivation from me. And I'm just looking at them and I'm like, you can do it. You're destined to do great things. Now go out there and work it.
Exactly.
I just, I never in a million years thought I'd be where I am right now talking to everybody. Never did. But here I am.
Here you are delivering to us, and I'm sitting here taking notes You just, seriously, you did it. I'm very proud of you.
Okay, I want you to say what you said about excuses. What you said again about excuses, about how much time people waste on them.
When you make excuses, you're wasting time. That's a minute, that's 5 minutes, that's 6 minutes, that's however many minutes you're wasting. You're not out there working your business. You're out there consuming yourself in excuses.
And how many blitz cards could you have put up in that 5 minutes?
Exactly. You could have been out there blitzing like 20 people in that whole 10, 20 minutes. You were going, oh, well, I have to go do this. I'll get back to that. No, you'll get back to the other thing, continue with what you're doing, because this is what you need to be focusing on. Period, point blank. You know, sometimes I do the tough love on some of my DTs, and they're like, well, that wasn't nice. I didn't mean it in a mean way. I'm trying to say I can't hold your hand through everything. Do not make excuses to me, because I don't make excuses. I don't. Sometimes I have plenty of them, and I put them to rest, and I say, nope, not going to hear it. I'm not going to walk away from this. This person, I am blitzing right now, and I'm not going anywhere else until I do. And that's the one person, that person, if I didn't blitz, I would have missed out on a distributor if I didn't blitz that person. And I'm glad I did. And she is working it. So don't make excuses. Don't give up. If you quit, you'll never know what could have, should have, anything. You won't know. Stay working your business. Enhance it. Get out there. Posts can be very impersonal sometimes. Some people might go, oh my God, here's this post again from this woman about talking about these wraps, and I don't even know. Click, ignore. But when you're in person, they can see the excitement. They can see what you're talking about. They can see what you're wearing, and they want in. I'm just saying, in the flesh is the best way to go. You know, a lot of people want to do Facebook blitzing, which is good. Facebook blitzing combined with blitzing in real life, great. But if you're mainly just blitzing on the computer, it's not going to be the same. Most of those phone calls are going to be from people you made a connection with, that you spoke with, got to know them a little bit. Maybe you and, maybe your kids and their kids go to school together, and you can bond over that. Just, that's a big deal. You need to get out there. I go through about, I want to say, 300 or so blitz cards in about 2 weeks, not even.
That's good. That's exactly what I love to hear. Yep. I love to hear that. Yes, yep. I do, because just like the other day, I asked, how many people are you blitzing? Or how many videos have you watched? And they've watched, lots of them. And then it's like, how many people have you blitzed? And some people are saying 10, 20. Well, if you blitz 10 people, that's 120 people in an entire year. 60 of those are going into trash. 30 of those are going into a drawer somewhere to never be found again. 15 of those might get looked at. 7 of them might be interested. 3 of them could contact you, and 1 of them could buy.
Yep.
So then people wonder, what's wrong with my business? It's that right there.
Yep.
I appreciate you very much, Alison, for doing this part of the call. We have to bring Kathy on now.
Okay.
So thank you so much. Kathy, can you go ahead and hit *6, please?
Heather, while she's unmuting herself, I have to make a comment. I started off slow in blitzing, okay? I made an excuse one time to Heather about blitzing, and I could feel her reach through the phone and smack me. So that's all it took. I mean, it was over a year and a half ago?
Yeah. And that's exactly why you have to have an accountability partner that is not just like, oh, that's okay. And she does the same thing to me, like, what are you doing today? Oh, because I don't have another job, so everything that I do is part of it works. But that doesn't mean that because I don't have another job, it doesn't mean that I don't need to be working my business for 8 hours. I need to be finding something to do, and I have a ton to do. And she would check me on it like, what do you mean you're going to go do this? You know? So, Kathy, are you unmuted?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
This is Kathy Lewis, guys. She is going to bring it home for us tonight. So you can go ahead and start with your why and go ahead and ignite our fires on motivation.
Hello, everyone. First and foremost, thank you to Heather and Jenny for this wonderful page that you all put together. I find it very helpful, and everybody, always try to put, their input in and so on. I just find it very helpful. I am married to my husband, Patrick, and I am a mom of two beautiful girls, Tatiana, the age of 4, and Liana, the age of 7. And my why. My why is my family. My husband has been working 5 p.m. to 5 a.m., and he drives an hour away from home for the last 7 years. So, and it's been me. I've been the mom, the dad, because I have to do everything with them. I do the meetings, I do the homework, I clean, I cook, I do everything. So I want to retire my husband. I want my husband to spend more time with his family because he does have daughters, and daughters are very attached to their father, and I see how it's affecting them. So by me pushing every day and giving up is never an option for me. I clearly do it for them. My mom, it was 10 of us. My dad did not support pretty much. My dad used to give literally, I know you guys are going to laugh because I laugh at it right now. My dad used to give my mom $23. A judge actually ordered my dad to give $23 for 10 kids. So my mom was working her tail off.
Stop. Kathy, wait, hold on. Say that one more time, because that goes along with something I said a little bit earlier today. So just go ahead and say that $23 part one more time.
My dad, may he rest in peace, I love him to death, but the judge ordered him to pay $23 for 10 of us, 10 kids. And so you could imagine how it was, growing up in our household. We were sharing pretty much everything, and I've watched my mom worked so hard. It was pretty much my brothers and sisters that was raising us, disciplining us, and everything. And I tell my girls, I don't want them to go through anything that I went through in life. I don't want them to be like me. I want them to be better than me. I want them to have what I didn't have, because this day and time, it's really tough out there. And I made a promise that I didn't want to work for anyone anymore. I refused to clock in for anyone anymore. And how I started with It Works was the young lady that was doing my hair. She said that, she was interested, with me signing on with her, that she see that I could do well. I'm a people person and everything. And so I was like, I want you to wrap me. And then she was like, okay. And so when she wrapped me, I did see my results within my 72 hours. And my second wrap is really what made me, I'm like, okay. If I could look like this and get paid for looking like this, why not? So I went to her house. I said, I'm ready to sign up. Okay, what do I need to do? Because I'm more like an administrative customer service. That's the types of jobs that I've always had. I never could sell anything. That's not in me. That's so my brother. And so when I seen what it did for me, the selling, I didn't even put that in my head. I feel like I am sharing because I'm so excited with the wraps and the defining gel and the fat fighter and the thermofit. I've used a lot of the It Works products, and people see it in me. Like, oh my gosh, they see the passion that I have for, the company, when I talk about the company, and then, with my results. And so they see that people who really know me, they're like, okay, I know this product has to be working because, for one, I see it with you, and I know that you won't even stand behind anything that's not even working. So that is my why. The reason why I'm pushing so hard is because of my girls, my family. I want my husband home. I want this to be a us thing because, his family didn't have as much as well. So we just don't want our kids to go through anything or struggle like we did. And I see the potential and I see the vision with It Works. And the first thing that really got my attention is that it's a Christian-based company. And to see at conference last year, to see how Mark and Cindy actually prayed on every single chair that was at conference last year was 10,000 people. And when I tell you that experience was epic, we praised and worshiped in there. It was unbelievable, very moving. So if a company that prays for their distributors and they want to see us do so well, I'm all for it. And I see that I'm going to make it to the top with this company, and I refuse to look back as far as in clocking in for anyone. I am going to make it to the top, and I know that I am. And I'm going to keep pushing till I make it to the top. Okay? And that is my why. And my passion for this company and for what I'm doing is I'm actually changing lives out there, y'all. This morning I woke up, I got a loyal customer from Canada. Why? I'm posting on Instagram. I'm posting on Facebook. And how I post is I let them see what I'm doing, my livelihood. Like if I'm making snacks for my kids for school, or if I'm at school with my girls, or if I'm, they want to see, you have to make them want to join your team, man, I wouldn't mind doing that. Look how she's getting her nails done or whatever. And I'm stuck in the office or whatever. I'm owning my time, and I enjoy what I do. I'm changing people's lives as far as I have no worries when I wrap people. None whatsoever, because you know why? Because I know they're going to get their results. I haven't had not even, and I promise you, and I'm not lying, I haven't had not even one customer tell me they didn't get their results. If they didn't see it, like within their first one, they would see a slight one, but on their second one, I guarantee you, they see their results. And when they see that you care so much about them, because I would send them texts from time to time to say, are you drinking your water? Remember, you have to drink to shrink. Or, let them know, what else we have to offer. Listen to what they're saying. Listen to what they're saying. I always tell them, I'm like, okay, what is it that you're looking for? Let me know what you're looking for, and I'll let you know what we have to help you with your journey. And that building the trust with your loyal customer is very important because they're trusting you because they want to look good, and they're trusting you that you're going to help them with that. So if you know your products, that's very important, know your products and listen to your customers and build a relationship with them, that will grow your business dramatically, okay? And I know we said, we don't look at anybody else. Everybody's journey is different. But looking at Renessa and hearing her story, I don't know if anybody heard her story. If you didn't, you might want to go and listen to it. She came from having nothing, struggling, really, really bad. And she came in the company and ran with it. And what did she do? She didn't give up. She didn't let her past interfere with her future. She just kept going and kept going. Arena. Listen to her story. And, I mean, all these people that's making it in the company, I look at them, I'm like, why I can't do it? I most certainly can do it. And what they're doing, they're not giving up. They're just constantly pushing and just sharing this crazy rap thing with everybody. And honestly, for those who are following me on Instagram and Facebook, I blitz just about anybody that comes my way. I don't disqualify no one. Don't disqualify anyone. Even if the person, is on kind of the heavy side, how I blitz them, I'm like, hi, my name is Kathy. How are you? I have a product that I'm introducing to the area. May I give you my coupon? Actually, I'm selling the facial wraps and the body wraps. Because if the person is kind of heavy, you don't want them to think like, okay, that's the target. So I always throw in like facial wraps and other supplements as well. Then they will give you that look like, oh, okay. Because, people will walk around and think that you're actually offending them. So, it's the way you approach them. But blitzing, I blitz anywhere. If I'm at the gas station, I'm leaving my blitz card because the next card behind me, they could get that. Anywhere I am, hair salon, doctor's office, anywhere I am, church, anywhere. And I'll wrap you just about anywhere as well. I have everything in my car. I have my wraps, I have my witch hazel, and I have my saran wrap, and I have my fabric. I have everything in the car because you don't want to miss any opportunity. You want to throw that wrap on them because you know for a fact they are going to get their results. Okay? So I have everything in the car, and people actually laugh at me. For those who follow me, they was like, girl, you are everywhere with this wraps. I set up at LA Fitness. I set up at Babies R Us. And how I do it, a few days, my engine just decided to just give up on me. But thanks to it works, I'm able to afford to replace that. Thank God. So I didn't let that stop me. So what I was doing, I was just calling different places. What I did, I Googled and I called all the Babies R Us till I got to the district manager, and I went and spoke to them, and I set up at Babies R Us. LA Fitness, same thing. I call them, I go to their customer appreciation day. I do that. Okay, the pole dancing. You have to get places that are, that you could attract. I went down the list, and I was just calling every one of them and was asking about the rack thing. And believe it or not, they have heard about it. But have they wanted to sign on or anything? I guess it's according to how you approach them. So I have appointments with them. So it's like, just because you are unable to go out there physically and blitz, don't let that stop you. Go ahead and post on Facebook. They're watching us. I've gotten plenty of people on the slide to inbox me personally because they don't want everybody. They don't want to ask the question in front of everybody. Okay, I'm okay with that. Please send me personal messages. Fill me up with that. But what I'm telling you is, do not get discouraged. Just because you get no's, it's okay. Go ahead and blitz and talk to people about that crazy rap thing till you get your yes. I don't let anything turn me down. Like if I get a no, I'm like, oh, okay, well, thank you. Or sometimes if they say, well, no, not now, and I'm like, well, okay, can you give it to someone if you know anyone that may be interested, and, they'll take it. So don't get discouraged or don't get disappointed just because you have your bad days. It doesn't matter. Turn your no's into a yes. Turn your negatives into your positives. Okay? Because if you sit there and just be depressed because, oh my gosh, just one person told me no, you're just going to stand still and not do anything else. And you should know your why and the passion that you have for what you do, because our products really work. And I carry the magazines with me, and I let them know if our products didn't work, why we jumped so far up Last year we were at 4-something, now we're at 2-something. So if our products didn't work, why we're $1 million company and now we're going to be $1 billion company per our CEO Mark at the conference. He said this year we will be $1 billion company, and I see it. And why can't we make it? We can make it. And I know everybody on this call tonight, our stories are similar. You know why? If it wasn't that, we wouldn't be on this call. Being on this call just says a lot about you wanting your business to go to a whole nother level. It's a one team, one mission, and I want all of us to make it to the top because everybody has a similar story. If you ever hear these top earners' stories, they're people just like us. They've been through a struggle just like us. So why can't we? Just because they got it quicker than us, it's okay. You do it at your own pace, but do not give up. Absolutely not. Giving up should never be in your vocabulary at all because this company is amazing. They give you everything for you to make it as far as in, look at this 2 good bonus that they have, and they have it going on again. They want this for us. So why not push for it? Why not push for it? And I don't see myself turning back. And for those who are working, because I totally left my job, totally. December will make it 2 years for me. And once I made Diamond, I wasn't happy at my job anyway. So once I made Diamond, I'm like, I'm out. And I've just been moving forward, and I've never looked back because I said I refuse. I refuse to clock in and make someone else rich and make my life miserable. You have to be happy in life. And I am extremely happy for joining this company. And the team that I have under me right now are on point, and we're going to make it to the top. And I encourage every one of you to write your goals and achieve them. Because nobody can tell you can't do anything, and the Bible said that you can. I don't want to bring religion in it, but I just have to throw that in there. Don't listen to anybody that tells you that you can't, and clearly the Bible says that you can. So I take that with me every day, because I've had family members go with Body by V and other, our competitors, but it's okay. I know why I joined, and I know I want to make it to the top, and I will. But that is all. I hope I motivated everyone.
That was powerful. And again, I'm sitting here, I got a whole paper full of information. Just of the words that the 2 of you guys used today, I'm going to hit them, all right? You said, don't disqualify not one person.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. You're changing lives. You're a people person. And I love the fact I refuse to clock in with anyone.
Mm-hmm.
You have to build a relationship and trust. Drink to shrink.
Mm-hmm.
Passion, like you were talking about passion again. You're going to make, you refuse to look back.
Yep.
Now, the 2 of you tonight talked about something that I had put on the page earlier today, and that was the word quit. There is a huge difference in the people. There are 2 different kinds of people in this business that I can see. There are the ones like the 2 of you that are on the call, and myself and Jenny, and a lot of other you guys. You're all in. No matter what, you don't have excuses. You work your business, rise, you fall, you fail, you win, you achieve. You don't stop. You keep going. And then you have the people that just think it's okay to say the word, I quit. They told me no, so I quit. It was too hard, I quit. My upline doesn't help me. I quit. That's the difference. The two of you guys said tonight, both of you, don't give up. And I think that that's so important. So if you are a person on this call and you have the word quit in your vocabulary, you have got to get it out of your mind. 100%. You have to. It's not an option. That was powerful. Powerful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You guys rock this call, and this is what I love about these calls. I love that, you know, different people are hosting the calls, and each and every time you guys are delivering to a new level and giving people exactly what they need. And you guys did it tonight.
Thank you.
You guys are more than welcome. Jenny, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
So, what are your? Do you have words?
I don't have words right now. I'm still writing my notes down, trying to make sure I didn't forget anything. I mean, you hit the nail on the head when you said about quitting.
Yeah.
I love this journey that we're on, and I'm so glad that we made this page and we're able to meet you ladies because, you know, all of our stories are different, but they're all the same. You know, we all have a vision. We all want to be successful, and we all will be successful, no matter what. And there's a day that we are all at conference one day, and I'm going to see all of you guys walking across the stage as ambassadors. And I'm going to be like, that page is now going to Black Diamond. So we're going to go ahead and end the call. Do you guys have anything else? Or Jenny, are there any questions or anything?
Last time I checked, I didn't see any questions, but if you can go ahead and peek real quick, I'm not up by my computer.
Okay. I don't see any questions right now. So we're going to go ahead and end this call. Alison and Kathy, thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to present us with this. You guys both delivered on a massive level. I appreciate each and every one of you. And you guys, hopefully you listen to this and go back and re-listen to the recording, share it with your teams, get this word out there because this is some powerful stuff right here. So thanks, ladies, so much.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, guys. Have a nice night. Bye, guys.